Eliskni of House Light. After the fall of Reese, we have had many homes. And in every new home, culture evolves. We hang new banners. We follow new kells. We weave new traditions. And here, under the Great Machine, is a new custom called Solstice of Heroes.
The Solstice is a reminder that our victories belong not only to us, but to those who gave their lives along the way. Asher, Sloan, Cade, Sagira, even Brother Vance. And for the first time, we'll share Solstice traditions with our Eliskni allies, who risked their lives to free us from the endless night.
Mithrax likes this tradition. Eliskni, too, have many heroes. Without them, House of Light would die on Europa, far from the Great Machine. Now is the time for all to join in the Solstice, so past heroes can bring peace to the living.
May our heroes unite us and lead us toward a brighter future, together.
Eliskni houses are more than tribes for sharing work and resources. They also represent living philosophies. In many ways, the House of Light is traditional. We worship the Great Machine, and we embrace ancestral roles like Splicers and Scribes. But in other ways, we're different. My father, Mithrax, is Kell of our house, but he does not act as past Kells. He does not take more than his share of ether, and he does not punish by docking limbs. These are radical, but popular ideas in our house. However, Mithrax Kell also believes in peace and cooperation with humanity. This is less popular. Everyone in our house has seen Eliskni killed by guardians. Not just warriors, but innocents and hatchlings. I lived for many years among the Awoken, and understand that humans do good things as well. Sometimes. But the others in the House of Light have not been so lucky in their allies as I have. It will take time to earn their trust.
People of the last city, we have endured many great tragedies thanks to our strength and a steadfast commitment to humanity. The Traveler chose us. It abandoned the fallen because they are unfit, unworthy of the light. They would take it from us if they could. The Vanguard have lost their way. They embrace the darkness. Welcome Aramis's followers into our midst with open arms. Force us to celebrate our lost heroes alongside those who murdered them. Yes, the endless night is over. But now, Mithrax and his house will use this opportunity to do what the Fallen have always done. Covet, cheat, steal, kill. I have seen the future with my own eyes, and it has not changed. Doom still builds on our horizon like a terrible storm. But there is hope. Right now, loyalists to the future war cult and new monarchy have rounded up the fallen in our city. With the aid of Osiris, I have learned how to safely command the power of the Vex. I will use it to do what the Vanguard will not. I will tear open the rift, banish the fallen to the depths of space from where they came. We alone will save humanity. I have seen the darkest of futures. And with this act, I will... No. No!
Lakshmi 2 has opened a Vex portal in the Eliskni quarter. All fire teams, find and close that incursion point. Mithrax, what's your status?
We are overrun. Please, we cannot hold them off for much longer. Do not worry, Mithrax. I am on my way. No, you must protect your people. You are my people.
Vex, inside the walls of the last city. How could this happen? How could Lakshmi do this? We need this incursion ended, now, before any more lives are lost.
There are too many Vex. We need that portal closed. Ikora, Savala, any Guardian who can hear us. We are in need of aid. Is anyone near our position? We are alone. Then we must fight as if this is our last.
This is Ikora Ray broadcasting on all open channels. Can anyone hear me? Mithrax? Saint? What's your status? Can anyone read me?
The Guardian has broken their portal! Keep behind us! We will not let them harm you! Stand, friend! You will not fall today! If we do not survive, this is the story Eliskni will tell of the Saint standing beside us. And you with me, Kell of Cows! Together, we are enough!
More than enough.
You're gonna want to hear this.
Guardian, the city remains. We have wrestled another day from those who would take it, but not without loss. And not alone. Eliskni, Mithrax, They stood with us, brothers and sisters in battle. This is a bond that cannot break. Their lost will be buried beside our own. Ikora was wise to look to our future instead of the past. We must remember that it is the Eliskni who came to us, laid down arms for a chance at peace. These are not the fiends Lakshmi made them out to be. That bravery demands respect and deserves recognition. The House of Light is part of the city now, under the protection of Saint 14. In time, the memories of our past demons will fade, and our peoples will share laughter and stories. Our victory today will be one of them. More famous than Twilight Gab, I will make sure of it. I hear rumors. You have many dubious friends. Be careful.
Look at the city. The skies are slowly clearing. The streets are filled with dead Vex, dead Eliskni, and our people. Future war cult has scattered to the wind, but we recovered Lakshmi's body from the site of the attack. In the end, she was right about the tragedy looming on our horizon. If only she could have foreseen that it was of her own making. Now Dead Orbit has finally made good on its promise to leave the city, and take a new monarchy with it. The factions are no more. Honestly, I will miss their presence here. After all, Lakshmi did not speak for the future war cult. Some of her own people warned me she was becoming unstable, and I feel I let her slip away. I haven't told Saint yet, but I've been unable to locate Osiris. Even though Lakshmi implicated him in the attack, I don't believe he'd... Osiris is a good man. Saint and I will both vouch for him. All he has to do is return to the city to clear his name. I saw the blight that was forming in our own citizens, but I never thought it would lead us here. Eris once said, "We will only know our enemy's next move if we are wise enough to recognize it." My eyes are wide open now. Stay ready. We stand behind you. Osiris, what's your position? Osiris?
Earth's defenses have been reset, but like suns, they can be overloaded. Continue the assault. He was right behind me. I have lost him.
Osiris, respond! People of the last city, I have some troubling news to share. As some of you know, A portal was opened in the Eliskni quarter of the city, allowing Vex to breach our walls for the first time. Thankfully, Guardians, working together with Eliskni Splicers, were able to repel the assault. We've since discovered that Lakshmi II, former leader of the future war cult, was responsible for the security breach. Regrettably, Lakshmi was killed by Vex during the assault. It seems that the other faction leaders were culpable, if not responsible. Executor Hideo and Arak Jalal have fled, taking the remainder of their factions with them. In their absence, we are now one people, stronger, thanks to our alliance with the House Light.
House of Light is forever in your debt. You stood by us when we had no one. Now, we stand by the people of the last city. In the grace of the Traveler, come what may. The light provides.
The light provides.
The air up on the wall was thin. Lakshmi was right about that. Mithrax stood in silent observation of the memorial above the main concourse. He leaned against an iron railing, watching guardians and citizens alike moving below, Eliskni with them. A drag approached the memorial and led his child to stand among the mourners. Urged forward by a gentle nudge, the child gingerly placed a gilded eggshell at the memorial's base. Gold soldering sealed a myriad of fractures, making a once broken egg whole again. Mithrax's throat tightened at the sight. It was a memorial for a child, lost. The walkway behind Mithrax groaned as Saint 14 cut a large silhouette against the clear sky. Shoulder to shoulder, they stood. Neither spoke. They watched as Ikora and Zavala conversed with departing mourners. The Dreg and his son approached, and with a bittersweet smile, Ikora made certain to introduce them to Zavala. Big, stern, stoic Zavala took to one knee and spoke to the child, eye to eye. "I never thought I'd see the day," Saint finally said, unable to look away. Mithrax responded, not with words, but with a fluttering purr-like rumble and mirrored Saint's posture. "Do you think this will hold? An alliance, fragile like glass, held in a fist?" Saint asked. "Only the great machine knows what will come from over the horizon. We must be content with our own limited perspectives," Mithrax said with conviction. Saint nodded. Down below, Amanda Holiday drew their attention as she knelt before the memorial to light a candle. She stood and stepped back, lingering. Mithrax and Saint watched in silence as she rose up on her toes and began scanning through the crowd, as if she were looking for someone. She gently pushed through the throng of people and reached out to another mourner in a white cloak. Both recoiled in surprise, Amanda seemingly apologizing to the cloaked woman at some misunderstanding. They exchanged brief words, awkward laughs, sympathies. When Amanda caught sight of Lord Saladin, however, she took her leave and disappeared into the crowd. Mourners parted around the Iron Lord, respectful of his space and reputation as he laid a handful of spent shell casings at the memorial with reverence. The offering's meaning was lost on Mithrax. When Saladin rose from the memorial, he turned and looked up at the pair on the overwatch, his face cast in shades of doubt, remorse, and uncertainty as he quietly departed. "I do not know that one," Mithrax said with a look to Saint. "He seems unhappy." Saint slowly shook his head. "Lord Saladin," he clarified. "He has lost many, lost his heart, his hope. Lost so many, he believes he stands alone, even when surrounded by others. I understand his pain." "I see." Saint thinks on how Osiris would describe it. His cautionary tale. Mithrax heard the ache in Saint's voice. "And how are you?" Saint tensed at the question. The railing in his hand creaked as his grip tightened and bent the metal. "I am fine," he lied. "Indeed," Mithrax said with his best affectation of sarcasm, then placed a hand on Saint's shoulder. "It is not above a warrior's station to feel pain. Not above a warrior's station to express spirit wounds." Mithrax's grip firmed on Saint's shoulder, reassuring, stabilizing. "Not above a warrior's station to break." Saint nodded in half-hearted agreement. "I should go," he said in a tone Mithrax didn't quite understand. Thank you, Kel of Kells. You are true friend. Go well, Saint, Mithrax said with concern. Find your lost phoenix.
This day is marked by glory and sadness. Today our kin, Eliskni and human, went together into the House of Silence. There, they are united in the light. Our house believes that light flows through all, through the great machine. And through you, Guardian. Though we will see the Silent never again, we will carry them with us, always. The light provides.